All information contained in this podcast is general in nature and does not consider your individual circumstances. You should consider the appropriateness of this information with regards to your individual objectives, financial situation, and needs. Welcome to Sharing More Than the Sheets, a podcast to help you and your partner make better financial and lifestyle decisions so that you can both focus on the things that you love. I'm your host, Michael Khouri, financial planner, green thumb, husband, and just dad. This segment is called Michael's Magic Moment. It's my opportunity to play a little snippet from one of our previous episodes, which resonated with our listeners, that I received feedback from, or I felt really had an impact on some people's lives. Hope you enjoy it. Today I'm going back to our 3-year anniversary episode where I interviewed world champion boxer Jeff Horn. We talked about bullying, and I thought it would be a great topic to bring back in an episode to talk about, just because it's something that we all experience in different parts of our lives, at work, at maybe friendship circles, and it's something, if you have children, you most likely have experienced it or will in some way. We're about to hit our 5-year anniversary, which is crazy. Episode 250 is next week, so I can't believe that it's been continuing for this long. But obviously, it's been great. It's been something I've really enjoyed. And just to talk about bullying, before I cut straight through to my favorite part in the episode with Jeff, I really just wanted to just talk about this because it's important for us to be aware of our actions. It's important to be aware of actions around us. Bullying can come in different ways and can come in different forms. It could be saying something to someone. It could be potentially ignoring someone. It could be making someone feel belittled. It could make someone feel inadequate. It could be so many different things. And it's really important for us to be aware of it, to talk about it. It's literally a coincidence, but at the day I had recorded that episode on Are You OK Day, and a lot of this comes down to the importance of, looking out for each other, physically but mentally, and just being there for each other. So, great episode, very, very, a very good listen, and it's something that, again, I hope it'll just bring that topic back to the top of your minds, and it's maybe worth sharing this with someone that needs to hear it. And I hope you enjoy. I think, would you agree when I say this, that most people, when they bully, or maybe may not be most, but a lot of people, when they bully another person, they don't realize that they're doing it? Because, I mean, I'll admit that I'm not perfect, and I've probably cracked some jokes in the past, in high school, and even now, where I probably don't even think it's bullying someone, and it's probably something that's really affected them as well.
Yeah, definitely. I guess if you're saying something to someone and you're just thinking it's probably a game, or you're just kind of just poking fun of them just for it to have a laugh, and you might be going along with your friends that might be doing it to them, you don't realize that what impact that's having on that person. So I guess if you're continually doing that to someone, it's definitely classed as bullying. And yeah,
and it happens all the time, right? Like it's the other thing I can think of, and this is just when I was last week, I was just reading up a bit about you and the media and just bullying and your experiences. But something that I noticed as well is that in 2017, when you beat Pacquiao, the bullying continued because like, honestly, reading some of the articles, like, it's just people saying things to you. I think your wife, didn't at one stage, like, some people online were saying things about her, and she has nothing to do with your career. It's your wife, but even she was copying it, wasn't she?
Yes. Anyone associated with me or seen with me was copying flack. So whatever was posted online, and I still get it to this day. If I post something online, I'll just get random hate from people, which I guess, I don't know I guess a lot of them are probably repeat defenders, but then I just block and delete those people, so they can't really do it. But I still continually get it to this day, even people giving me crap.
Yeah, that's it. And it's one of those things that even in a workplace, like, I know we're talking about, when I say bullying, the context I'm talking about is kids, but even if we talk about workplaces, if we talk about people in the spotlight, people in the media,
Yeah.
like it happens. And I think, being, and I mean, this episode is going to be listened to for years to come at every different day of the year. But interestingly enough, today's Are You OK Day,
Yes.
so I find it, ironic that we're talking about it today as well. But I think even the learnings from that, people can take that into their workplace. They could take it into the real world, not just school.
Yeah. Look, the effects that happen to kids when they're younger, normally the signs of it can happen when they're older, I guess. A bullied school kid can be depressed at school, and sometimes that depression kind of passes over into adulthood. And if you were a bully back in school, you're probably still bullying people now. And sometimes people don't even realize that they're doing it to people, but I think it's the lack of confidence that people have and the lack of self-worth that they have to put people down to make themselves feel better.
Yeah. And let's call bullying, let's just call it a thing, right? If we wanted to eliminate it, which obviously is never going to happen, but if we wanted to eliminate it, what are the things that we need to do? Like as parents, as workplace, even as teachers at school, what do you feel are some of the things that people should really be doing, actions that should be taken?
Look, that's why I guess I've started the program with what we're doing, and that's building confidence in our kids and finding something that they're confident in, knowing how to deal with conflict situations, so knowing how to verbally handle a situation first, and if they can't get a result in that way, then they can be prepared, I guess, physically as well for how to get away from the situation.
Yeah. And in a way, I think you could relate to a lot of that, can't you? Like when you're talking about even just boxing in general, even that fight. I think it was round 9, wasn't it? When they wanted to pull the pin on the whole fight.
Yes, at the end of round 9, the referee came over and said, "I think you've got to show me something, or else I'm going to stop this fight. I think you've had enough." And I'm just like, "No, I haven't had enough. Well, I'm 3 rounds away from winning this world title. I'm having a great fight," and then he's saying one bad round that I had. He was like, "I'm going to pull the pin." So I was like, I'll show you. I've got my second win now, and round 10, 11, 12, I pushed it.
Yeah, because the reason I mentioned that is because confidence. You mentioned confidence, and if you didn't have the confidence to be able to do that, you probably would have been like, "Yeah, I can't do it."
Yeah,
and I think boxing's probably like that anyway. Like when you're in a ring, if you don't have the confidence.
Yes, and that's all about the self-talk, I guess, that we do for ourselves all the time, and how you think of yourself and how you picture yourself, and it's important to you picture yourself, I guess, in a positive light, and see the good things in yourself, and that normally makes you a better person to other people as well.
And as a parent, like me, I've got children. My kids are 10, 7, and 5. And as they head into high school, there's going to be a lot more bullying that they experience and that they may be subjected to as well. What advice or what tips would you give parents that are about to experience this, or maybe some that are listening to this thinking that are feeling helpless? Because I've talked to friends before, clients, and they've said to me, my kid's being bullied. I don't know what to do. I talked to the teacher.
It's a very, very hard, I guess, topic and problem to kind of have a one answer probably to. But I guess that's why the program that we have was created, is because we saw a need for kids to learn how to de-escalate situations and learn how to protect themselves, and that's why we created that. So I think that's probably one of the best things that kids can learn at a young age, of how to handle different situations, and I think it should be in every school in Australia and possibly the world at some stage, because kids everywhere, bullying happens everywhere, and we need to, I guess, stick together and teach our kids from a young age of how to know when it's happening to them and how to handle it.
Yeah, and I guess it's, again, a part of that program. I think a big part of it is like what you said, dealing with the different scenarios and knowing what to do, because I guess they say prevention is key. You can't really
Yes.
prevent it, but it's, I think, preventing conflict maybe, or
Yeah.
preventing it from continuing.
Yeah, well, it's teaching. It's teaching people how to deal with different situations, and there's mild, dangerous, and life-threatening things that will happen to people across their lifetime, and teaching them how to manage each of those situations is a good way to, I guess, cover all our bases.
Yeah. And I think a big part of it is calling it out when you see it as well. I think
Yes,
that's a big thing, because I mean, even on Facebook, like on social media, you see comments, like let's say, because I follow you on Instagram,
yeah.
and I love your posts, by the way. Like, it's,
Thank you.
as a dad, like even the dad jokes are just perfect. I've got one at the end of this, by the way. But like, but even like as a dad, like, sorry, I'm the dad, as a person on social media, if someone was to comment something about you, if I had seen something like that, I wouldn't think twice about calling that person out. I'd just see it and be like, oh yeah, I see that all the time. Keep scrolling, everyone.
Yeah,
But really, it's about building awareness. Now, hold on a second. If you see someone being bullied, or you see someone being treated in a particular way, you can't just ignore it. You need to actually.
yeah. The problem with online, though, is those people want the reactions. They want a reaction from either the person they're directing at or from someone else. And sometimes giving them that is sometimes the worst thing, because I'm very good at ignoring comments. I guess that's because I have the confidence in myself to be able to do that. I can read bad comments about myself all day long, and just skip past them and I not let them bother me. But other people will jump on and defend me. Sometimes that's what the person wants. They want reactions from people, and they want to be heard. So
Thanks for joining us on Sharing More Than the Sheets. Please make sure you subscribe to be updated with future episode releases, and feel free to share this episode with any friends or family that you think it might benefit. Please visit us at sharingmorethanthesheets.com.au to submit questions or requests for future podcast topics. These podcasts have been brought to you by Better Financial Planning Australia. To book a 15-minute phone chat, visit betterfinancialplanning.com.au.